Thank you for tuning in for our local sports action on KOKS Talk 100.
And we welcome you to Pine River-Backus High School as we bring you tonight high school volleyball on KOKS Talk 100. We're also live online at rjbroadcasting.com, and you can watch this game live with the commentary, and that is online at yourliveevent.com. Tonight, it's Northland Conference Volleyball here on KOKS and your live event. I am Devin Kruger, and with me tonight is Matt Thurston. We'll be doing some trading off of play-by-play again this evening. Matt, good evening as we get ready for some exciting high school volleyball coming to the end of summer here.
Yeah, good evening to you, Devin, and to the folks of Talk FM 100. Thanks for welcoming us into your space. Yeah, this is the best time of year. College football, autumn, the mosquitoes are dying. We're collegiate volleyball conferences started, so Big Ten conferences started, but which was really exciting last night. But all of that starts here tonight in these gyms. You know, these girls have to do it on these school nights before you reach that level, and I expect a good match tonight.
Yeah, I do too. This should be a fun one. We welcome you to the Station 371 pregame show. Restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and they're the only area fuel station with kerosene and off-road diesel at Station 371 here in Pine River. Tonight in Northland Conference play, the PRB Tigers are hosting the Blackduck Drakes. Both teams getting to that halfway point of the season, and that's when things really get interesting, Matt, because at that halfway point, you know you still have some things to work on, but you're kind of hoping that, you know, as a coach, you're always going to be hoping that things are at least taking fold in terms of your rotation. You know where your key components are. But I think, and we're going to hear from both head coaches, it sounds like these two teams are still trying to find some things that, maybe not to the coach's pleasure that it's already at the halfway point. But the ultimate goal, of course, is you've got to be playing your best at season's end.
Yeah, like you said, we're at the halfway mark, and you would ideally like to be in stride right now, but injuries and other things do happen, and well, you just got to keep trucking,
Absolutely. Let's take a look at we do have both coaches that are going to be on. Let's take a look at how these two teams stack up for tonight's matchup. The visiting Blackduck Drakes are 6-6 overall. They are 1-1 in Northland Conference play. They started 5-0, but have now lost 6 of their last 7, including a 3-0 loss Monday at Lake of the Woods. For Pine River-Backus, they are 9-4 overall, 2-0 in Northland Conference play. They got a win Tuesday 3-0 over Cass Lake Bena, and the Tigers have won 4 of their last 5. Last year, Pine River-Backus scored a sweep over the Drakes, winning in 3 sets. It was at least the 8th straight win for the Tigers in this series. Going back for the records and websites that I use, the Tigers won every match from 2015 to last year. I could not find a score anywhere for 2014, and I did see that Blackduck did win when they played in the final match of the 2013 season. So it's either, it's like 8 or 9 in a row that the Tigers have won, and they're going to try to defend their home court tonight, something that the last couple of times, or at least 2 recent matches, they weren't able to defend the home floor.
Yeah, that again goes back to you just want to be in stride at this point in the season, but injuries take toll, and you're trying to get girls in the same system. You're trying to bring up girls, make sure they're in the system, and it wears on a coach and it can wear on a team. So, but they're going to continue to do what they do, and that's each girl's going to take care of their assignment. We're going to see that tonight.
And I think that'll be an interesting cog in the interview, especially with PRB head coach Josh Hershey, which we will get to in a couple of moments. Right now, we're going to take a break here during the Station 371 pregame show. And when we come back, we're going to hear from our head coaches. Up first is going to be Laura Mystic, head coach of the Blackduck Drakes, and then we'll chat with Josh Hershey, head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers. More on the pregame show right after this. It's the Station 371 pregame show of high school volleyball on KOKS and yourliveevent.com. Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
And at YourLiveEvent.com. We're back on the Station 371 pregame show for volleyball tonight. As now joining us now, head coach of the Blackduck Drakes, Laura Mystic, is joining us. Coach, thank you for a couple minutes to talk about your squad and tonight's match before we get things rolling here.
Yes, thank you.
Coming in 6-6, it's kind of interesting how fast the fall season goes. We're already at that halfway point. Tell us about the expectations that this team had coming in and where you feel you're at now as you kind of get that halfway point.
You know, I'm really happy with them. What we said going into this is we've had some taller girls, some hard hitters, and so what I really wanted was them to beat the teams they can and compete where they need to compete, and they've really done that.
You started off 5-0. Now you're coming in at 6-6. What has been the big change where you haven't been able to pick up the wins in the last couple of weeks?
We have 2 weeks that is the toughest part of our whole schedule, and we are gone multiple nights of the week, home late, that kind of thing. And then we've also run into injuries and sickness.
Oh, yes. Well, we know that can always play a part into it. Coming into tonight's game, I mean, with coming off a loss on Monday at Lake of the Woods, a couple of days to prepare, what did you focus on with the girls to try to turn it around and get a big road win tonight?
You know, again, I still have players out, so we have to make that quick change, decide who's going where, what we're doing, and then work on, picking up on defense a little bit harder.
Pine River-Backus, you've been the coach now for a few years, so obviously it's the conference rivalry. Pine River-Backus is usually near the top. What do you recall from last year as it pertains to what the Tigers bring on their side of the net?
They always have their good passers so they can get their hitting in system, and they always have really strong hitters. So they're a good team.
When you talked about competing with the teams that maybe you're not supposed to beat or that you should be on the same level, defensively, what do the Drakes need to do, especially with the hard hitters of PRB, to keep yourselves in tonight's match?
Again, we are missing one of our taller players, so blocking's going to be a little bit tougher, but we still can do it, and we also have a very scrappy back row, so I hope to just pick it up and build each other up where we need to do it.
What would a win tonight mean for this club, Laura?
It'd be great. It'd be really great.
Coach, we expect and we hope for a really fun match tonight with these two clubs in Northland Conference play. Thank you for a couple of minutes, and good luck to you and the Drakes.
Thank you so much.
Laura Mystic, head coach for Blackduck, join us as we have more on the Station 371 pregame show coming right up here on KOKS and YourLiveEvent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Welcome back to our Station 371 pregame show for volleyball tonight. As joining us now, Josh Hershey, head coach for the Tigers, coming in 9-4 on a nice little run here after finishing second last weekend in the Barb Neprud tournament. Coach, great to have you with Blackduck in town tonight to chat before the night's match.
Hey, yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate it for sure. Tournament was pretty good, but the last one didn't. We weren't ready to play, and all credit goes to BB, beating us again. But hopefully tonight we'll play well.
You were able to bounce back Tuesday night, took on Cass Lake being a 1-3. 3-0 doesn't tell the whole story many times. Take us through after the long weekend, after the first tournament of the year. How do you feel Tuesday's match went, Coach?
Awful. That's the worst performance I've had a team give in my tenure at PRB, and it was disappointing. We were bad in every aspect of the game, and so, I didn't really know what to say other than our leaders got to have us more ready to play than that.
So with that in mind, what were the focal points in practice yesterday to try to right that ship, because you do have a solid Blackduck team in town tonight?
Yeah, yesterday, this morning, we've been practicing a lot this week. It always starts with passing, and our serving was poor up there. I mean, our decision-making was poor. Some of the things that we've been working on at practice pretty consistently now. We didn't even try some of it, so that was disappointing as well. So, I mean, any aspect of the game, you name it, we were bad.
Well, you still have found a way to win that matchup on Tuesday. Blackduck, you won 3-0 last year. Let's talk about tonight's opponent with the Drakes. Obviously a conference foe, a team you're familiar with. You swept them last year. What do you know about this year's version of the Drakes, Coach?
Yeah, they got a few good players, that's for sure. We're going to have to be ready to go, or it's going to be a long night. I think, defensively and passing-wise, they've been improved, and, that'll create a challenge for us if they're playing well. We're kind of worried about our side of the net. First of all, we got to get going.
Well, and I know that the season is always it's that adventure, right? It's that journey, but you are at the halfway point, and it certainly sounds like the way you feel about how much you have to work on. How crucial do you see this next week or week and a half to at least correct some of the things that you're seeing that you're not happy about?
Yeah, it's important. Every day is important. You look at that schedule we got, and you just realize that there are not a lot of practice days left. It's unbelievable. And so, every hour matters. We've been doing our best. The girls have been busting their butts. I'll give them that. But we got to show that we can translate things from practice to games and do it in a consistent manner. Because, in a month from now, you don't have a night in the section tournament where you can all of a sudden just play poorly, or you're going home.
Absolutely. Well, we expect an exciting one here tonight. We hope we get one, Coach. As always, we wish you the best luck, and we'll talk to you after the match.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Josh Hershey, head coach for Pine River-Backus, of course, join us on the Station 371 pregame show here on KLKS Talk 100 and on yourliveevent.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues. And we welcome you back live here at Pine River-Backus High School and the Station 371 pregame show as we get ready to wrap it up. Devin Kruger, Matt Thurston here with you. Matt will take set 2, at least probably set 3 as well. We'll see how things play out tonight. I'll start with our opener here tonight with the Blackduck Drakes in town to take on the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Let's take you through the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. First, for the visiting Blackduck Drakes, 6-6 overall, 1-1 in the Northland Conference. For head coach Laura Mystic, they will start a sophomore Bailey Nord, a junior Marissa Mills, another junior Hannah Savage, 3 seniors Bryn Burmeister, Callie Gross, and Kenley Anderson. And the libero for the Drakes is sophomore Annika Sundeval. Again, for Blackduck, it's Nord, Mills, Savage, Burmeister, Gross, Kenley Anderson, and the libero Sunval. For the Pine River-Backus Tigers, 9-4 on the season, 2-0 in Northland Conference play. For head coach Josh Hershey in his 10th year, as he said in his interview here at Pine River-Backus, the Tigers will start a junior Cassidy Bristow, a senior Brianna Hannikin, sophomore Mimi Bukers, senior Avery Sawyer, senior Ashley Champ, senior Alora Dahl, and the libero is junior Caitlin Riley. Again, for the Tigers, it's Bristow, Brianna Hannikin, Bukers, Sawyer, Champ, Alora Dahl, and the libero Riley. Those are your starting lineups. When we come back, we wrap up the Station 371 pregame show, and we have our opening serve for high school volleyball with Pine River-Backus and Blackduck on KOKS, Pequot Lakes, Pine River, and YourLiveEvent.com.
The PRB Boost.
Youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
On the first Monday of every month, 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Booster Club and all its members.
And we are back live, and we thank Station 371 for sponsoring the pregame show. Restock on food, fuel, and bait. Don't forget those fishing and hunting licenses. You can get it at Station 371 right on Highway 371 in Pine River. Gasoline, snacks, you know the drill. Your local convenience store, Station 371.
Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
That we found out, Mr. Heslop, he's local. We've known him for years. In fact, he helps us with some wrestling for the road crew. He is in his 50th year of officiating volleyball. How incredible!
I'm not even 50 years old. That's amazing.
That's right. Neither am I.
Man was plying his trade for about 10 years before I came along.
Yeah, well, same here, man. Same here. And he's a super guy, and a huge congratulations, and obviously a major thank you to Mr. Heslop, 50 years of officiating high school volleyball. We are getting set for the opening serve as we see it. Blackduck is to our left. Pine River-Backus is to our right. PRB will have our opening serve tonight, and Alora Dahl will have, they'll bounce the ball over to Alora. She's standing deep on the right side. And we're ready to roll here for high school volleyball tonight with Pine River-Backus and Blackduck. Dahl with the approach and the hard jump serve, and she sends it deep to the back row. It's popped up. Long run for the setter, Savage, and the Drakes have to bump it across. Dahl will set up left side, and the first attack is via Mimi Bukers, and that one off of a Drake, down and good. Mimi Bukers will have the opening kill tonight, and Pine River-Backus grabs an early 1-0 lead. Blackout for the student section. Nice little crowd here. And long drive for Blackduck fans. Not a big contingency for the Drakes, but a handful made it over. Alora Dahl with the jump serve, and that one is deep. Didn't miss by much.
Sandoval, a good libero, understanding where she's at on the court and where the ball's coming at her.
Back to serve for Blackduck. It'll be Kenley Anderson, one of the seniors. Kenley standing right at the center stripe. She'll send a hard liner, and that's an ace off of Caitlin Riley, and Blackduck will take a 2-1 lead.
Pizza Ranch ace. Buffet.
2-1. Blackduck in front. Coach Hershey mentioned to me that in Catholic being a Pine River-Backus, and there's back-to-back aces. And some of the things that Coach Hershey hasn't been happy about shows early here as Pine River-Backus trails 3-1. Madeline Knapp into the back row for the Tigers. He had mentioned against Catholic Bena the Tigers missed 6 straight serves at one point. So again, they are looking to clean it up as that one sails long for Anderson. So after back-to-back aces and error, it's 3-2. Blackduck in front. We are in our opening set. Caitlin Riley serving for the Tigers, and that's an ace. It was looking like it was heading deep, but instead it was hit a Drake on its way out, and we're quickly tied at 3. Not the cleanest start for serve receive from either team, that's for sure. Here's the bump, the back set to the left side, and it's going to be popped across by Callie Gross. In the middle is Cassidy Bristow, and Blackduck in the net. They're going to call Gross for being in the net, and that's 3 straight for the Tigers. They grab a 4-3 lead opening game. Riley to serve again. Zips a liner. Tough match for Marissa Mills, but she kept it alive. It's bumped across by Gross. Here's Riley. Good pass to the middle. Bristow down and good. Bristow in the middle. Able to hammer that one down. Much cleaner play for Pine River-Backus. And it's 5-3 PRB here in our opening game. Riley to the far side. The back set, Gross again from the left side, and that one is just past the back line. Didn't miss by much. That is 5 in a row for the PRB Tigers. Coach Hershey calls out the spots of where he wants that serve to go. Riley trying to stick, and she goes right after Mills again. Mills with a nice play, but again, Blackduck rolls it across. Here's the Laura Dahl going right side this time for Brianna Hannikin, off the blockers and good. Brianna Hannikin's first kill.
Hannikin gets up. Mills was in front of the block there. Just got overpowered.
So Caitlin Riley holding serve here as the Tigers of PRB have scored 6 straight. A little softer serve to midcourt. They go to Gross on the left side. She sends it over. Knapp is there. The bump set from Laura Dahl, and Bukers will push it across. See if the Drakes can get some offensive flow on the left side. Here's a shot. That one dug out by Knapp on the attack from Mills. It goes over the net, tapped across by Caitlin Gross. Or Callie Gross, excuse me. It's bumped over by Bristow. Here come the Drakes again. Set goes middle, looking for Gross. That one off a tip. Knapp digs it out again. Dahl to the middle, and Bristow down and good on the far side. Good rally there, and Bristow snaps another one down. And Coach Laura Mystic is approaching the floor official, and I think we're going to have a timeout, and we do. Timeout on the floor here in our opening set as Pine River-Backus is in the midst of a 7-0 run. It is Pine River-Backus 8.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Peace of mind that comes from
I don't
knowing
care
your
that you get him. He
financial
spends a lot of
situation
money, but
is secure.
he didn't buy this school.
Wyatt's Major Appliance in Brainerd is now
That's
selling
why when I do
America's
that, that's when I
iconic
do
brand,
my sheets.
Crosley
I write
Appliances.
which
The
features I
best
need
in the
on this
business
side.
with used and
'Cause
reconditioned
that helps me keep
appliances,
track.
parts, service.
I get you.
Again,
That's
now
why part
with
of what
new
I was telling
Crosley
you is make sure
Appliances.
I
Wyatt
wrote it
is
down.
better
Lots of
than the
notes.
rest.
Lots of
It's
notes.
simple. When you need new major appliances without major prices, buy Crosley Appliances with a 10-year warranty from Wyatt's Major Appliance in Brainerd, across from Lake Sprinting on Oak Street in Brainerd.
We are back. Action in play as Caitlin Riley served. Tigers on a 7-0 run. Here's a shot, and that one deep. Boy, Madeline Knapp just about reached up for it, but wisely pulled the hands back as that shot by Marissa Mills sailed long. 9-3, Pine River-Backus. The run continues out of the Blackduck timeout. Riley with the serve. Here's Gross with the bump across. Tigers looking to set up the offense right at the net, and they're going to get a Laura Dahl for contact with the net. The pass pushed her a little too close, and that snaps the 8-0 run for PRB, side out Blackduck. 9-4, Pine River-Backus here in the opening set. Serving is Brayden Burmeister. Here's the set, left side, Buchers, cross court, nicely one-handed. What a great save and a tap across, and good for Blackduck. What a tremendous save on the far side by Bailey Nord. And then tapping it across for the first kill for the Drakes was Mills. It's 9-5. Blackduck hoping that's a big momentum point. Burmeister, and a short serve, the pass back over to the Drakes. Here's the high bump set, left side, and a block at the net. Nord is there. It's tapped across by Gross. Left side, Buchers off the tip, and the libero was sliding in, and Sandoval could not stop herself. The kill from the left side from Mimi Buchers, her second. 10-5 PRB. Cassidy Bristow back to serve. Avery Sawyer into the front row for the Tigers. And here's the long serve, too long. Second error on the Tigers from the service line. Substitution for Blackduck, Kylie Moen, a sophomore, checking into the front row, replacing Bailey Nord. Here's a tough jump serve from Marissa Mills and an ace. The third ace for Blackduck. They've scored 4 of the last 5. It's 10-7 PRB here, game 1. And this one into the net, so Mills follows an ace with an error. Second error on Blackduck serving. Checking in, heading to the back row, Sage Kaiser for the Drakes. Mimi Buchers, and that one just skipping over the net. Blackduck sets up left side, high off the blockers on the attack from Moen, and it's down and good. Kylie Moen, a quick side out for the Drakes. Ella Dahl into the front row for the Tigers. Ella, a sophomore. Back to serve, senior Callie Gross. Gross sends one deep to the near side. Ella, the back set. Hannigan, Brianna Hannigan to the corner. That one down and good. Unable to save it was Kaylee Laurie. And Hannigan collects her second kill. Ella Dahl with the assist. Blackduck into the front row. Kenley Anderson once again. Brianna Hannigan to serve for the Tigers of PRB. Up 12-8. Deep serve. Nice pass. Here's the set in the middle, and there's a tap. Ella Dahl slides in to save it. Hannigan to Bristow from the back row, and she almost collided with Sawyer. Little miscommunication on who was going to take charge for that one. Madeline Knapp in. Sawyer out. Ashley Schamp into the front row for the Tigers. Drakes have a substitution as well, as Bryn Burmeister will come into the front row. Back to serve, Hannah Savage, the setter. Savage sends it deep to Riley. The pass a little offline, and the Tigers just bump it across. Here comes Blackduck, the set going going to the middle, and that one shot. A diving dig by Caitlin Riley, and Cassie Bristow's third hit, just too short. Good hustle by the Tigers, but unable to complete the play.
Good rally, good hustle from these girls. I love to see it.
12-10. Tigers had a 8-0 run, had a 6-point lead. It's down to 2 as there's another Savage serve. Here's the set to the middle, and it's Alora Dahl with the attack, assisted by younger sister Ella.
Those are special plays shared between family members.
Avery Sawyer back in and back to serve. Standing in the middle, that one too deep. Service error number 3 on PRB. Both teams using a lot of subs. You're only allowed 18 subs per set, and these two teams using quite a bit of them. As Nord is back in for Blackduck in the back row. Back into the front row is Mills. And Madeline Knapp back into the back row for the Tigers. Deep serve from Nord. Here's the bump set offline. Champ bumps it across. Blackduck setting it up left side and a shot through the block, down and good. That was Marissa Mills. And the lead, which was once 6 at 9-3, has now been cut to 1 after Blackduck scored a 3-1 lead. Now they're close to tying it up, 13-12 PRB. Deep serve by Nord, and the pass right at the net, and that one rejected by Kenley Anderson. First ace block tonight, and we are knotted up at 13. Megan Irish into the back row for Madeline Knapp. Deep serve. Again by Nord. Here's a set in the middle and a push across by Champ, and that one drops in and good. Ashley Champ with her first kill. Side out Tigers, they lead 14-13 in our opening game. Alora Dahl starting a new rotation. Back deep, jump serve to the far sideline. Here's the back set in the middle. Kenley Anderson pushes. Here's the bump set and then sent across as Bristow tried to get it to Champ. Here comes Blackduck in the middle, off the block. Bristow keeping it alive. Caitlin Riley from the back row gets a kill. A rare libero attack and kill, but she's behind the 10-foot line. She can do that. Bristow will get the assist. 15-13 Pine River-Backus.
Often you look for your libero to be a leader, and she was a leader there, taking control of the ball.
Pine River-Backus bringing in Ariana Burns, who has a different jersey number. Didn't notice that. Alora Dahl serves. Here's a set in the middle. Bristow off the tip, off the blocker, and good. Bristow's third kill. 3 straight for Pine River-Backus. They lead 16-13. Alora Dahl standing way back. Does that little running jump serve, and that one too long. 16-14. Blackduck brings Gross back into the front row. Heading back to serve, Kenley Anderson had back-to-back aces her first time up. Sends a sharp liner to the back row. Popped up by Bristow, and it's going to be Riley again from the back row. Sends it over. Savage sends it up. Here's the set, left side, and a tip. Blocked on the far side by Ashley Champ. Mills went for the tip. Champ said no, thank you. First block for PRB, 17-14 Tigers. Mimi Bucher's into the front row. And the floor official keeping close track to how many subs these two teams have used. They've used a lot. We have plenty of this set to go. Caitlin Riley zips one over. She had the long run early, and now the bump from the center as the pass was really close to the net, off the net and back to the Drake side, and now Pine River-Backus on a run again. 5 of the last 6. Riley serving, and that one misplayed, and the Drakes' third hit. Gross sends it deep. Alora Dahl into the middle for Bristow, blocked at the net, one-handed by Buchers, and Caitlin Riley with a soft tap. Here's a bump at the net, and that one sent back and pushed across. Official says that Bristow stayed on her side of the net or was right over the top. And here comes Pine River-Backus, bit of a sloppy rally. The Drakes trying to set up some offense. In the middle, it's Gross off the tip, near side. Alora Dahl to Brianna Hannikin, off her heels, sends it inside the antenna. Great hustle by the Drakes, and nobody there for the third hit. Outstanding hustle by Brent Burmeister to keep it alive, but then no one was there to help. And a long, interesting rally goes to PRB.
Laura Dahl really took charge in that rail on the last 2 hits.
Caitlin Riley serves it up, 19-14 Tigers. Here's a hit by Gross, and Gross able to tap it just over the, to the side of the blocker and good. Callie Gross gets her first kill. Only the 4th kill for the Drakes here in this first set. PRB leading 19-15. And here's the long send across from Burmeister, the pass back to the Drakes. Savage, Gross in the middle, past the blocker, dug out by Laura Dahl, off the net but down. Savage's 4th assist, back-to-back for the Drakes, 19-16 PRB. In game 1. Here's a long serve, and that one passed the back line as sailing it deep was Burmeister.
Riley making sure none of her teammates touched it.
Key communication on that back line.
Very well.
Avery Sawyer into the front row for PRB. Into the back row for Blackduck is Kaylee Laurie. Cassidy Bristol serving, missed on her first attempt, sends one deep. Nicely played by the libero for the Drakes. Sundvall. Here's the slap over by Mills. Here's Brianna Hannigan in the middle, far side, got it. Tigers are doing a nice job of spreading the ball around, 21-16 as Bristow and Hannigan each have 3 kills. Buchers has a couple. Now the Tigers are going to send in, after Bristol served the first one, here comes Raina Hannigan. And Raina's going to head back to the service line. 21-16 PRB. We're in our opening set tonight in Pine River. Tough serve by Raina Hannigan. Here's Mills into the net. 22-16. Coach Mystic approaches and calls timeout. It is game 1 here in Pine River. And Pine River-Backus trying to close out the opening set. It's 22-16 Tigers as we break on KOKS and YourLiveEvent.com.
Viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. Making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Play back in action, and Pine River-Backus just hit one out of bounds coming out of the timeout. 22-17, Blackduck trailing with the serve. Kylie Moen back into the front row for the Drakes. And here's the tough jump serve of Marissa Mills. Nicely played by Riley. Here's the set on the left side. It's a tap from Sawyer. Savage will go middle to Gross. Gross has to stop her momentum. Now Laura Dahl with a tap on the near side. Savage did a nice job. And now here's Laura Dahl. Set by Brianna Hannigan. And Buchers on the far sideline just missed it wide. And now to the timeout. Back-to-back points for Blackduck. It's 22-18 Pine River-Backus. Mills back to serve. This time staying flat-footed. Here's Laura Dahl. Sets left side for Sawyer. And that one high off the net. And nope, they're going to say 4 touches. The floor official actually looked like he was signaling that it was touched, but the platform official said no. And now it's 3 in a row for the Drakes. Mills serves mid-court. Low pass. Alora, nice job to get it. And Brianna Hannigan sending it down. And the third hit. Nowhere to be found for Blackduck. Big point, I think, for Pine River-Backus, Matt.
Yeah, the PBR girls are doing excuse me, did I say PBR?
You
PRB
did.
girls. Hannigan there is just killing it on the front net there.
Good catch on the know what's on your mind. All right, here's the serve from Mimi Buchers for PRB. And the bump across from Blackduck. This is a free ball. The Tigers want to take advantage late in the first set. Left side, Sawyer too deep. Hitting error. Ella Dahl in, Bucher's out for Pine River-Backus. 23-20 here in game one. Callie Gross to serve for Blackduck. Standing right at the center, gets the signal. Here's a high, deep serve right to that back line. Good pass. Ella Dahl left side, but the set was too far. Sawyer just passes it across. Here is Moen, the 8th grader, and just a high set right across the net. Here's Alora Dahl in the middle, right side, and that one down and good. Second kill for Alora. Set point, Pine River-Backus. Brianna Hannikin back to serve. 24-20, sends a sharp liner. Blackduck with a good pass. Savage going to go Kenley Anderson left side, tipped at the net. Tigers able to carry it. Here's Champ on the right side, cross court. Nice dig by Laurie. And now Blackduck has to bump it across. Can't get a pass to the net. Here's Alora Dahl in the middle, and that one is on the corner, good. Alora Dahl sends it down, and Pine River-Backus will take game one. 25-20 as Pine River-Backus takes the opener, and now it appears that a fire alarm has been accidentally set off. I think the ball might have actually hit the fire alarm. Tim Tunkseth is on the call. We will take a break. It's set 2. PRB leading 1-0 in the match. When we come back here on KOKS and YourLiveEvent.com.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Pine River-Backus takes set 1, 25-20. A pretty back and forth set. Blackduck had a 3-1 lead. PRB scored 8 in a row, had a 9-3 advantage. Blackduck battled back, tied it at 13. Did not take the lead. PRB then went on a 6-1 run, stretched it back to 19-14. Blackduck was able to get within 3, but no closer, as PRB ends up taking the first set 25-20. Serving in the first set, Blackduck was 17 out of 20 with 3 aces. PRB was 22 out of 26 with 1 ace. 4 assists for Hannah Savage for Blackduck, 2 kills apiece for Marissa Mills, who also had an ace, and Callie Gross. Kenley Anderson had 2 aces. For the Tigers, 7 assists for Alora Dahl, 5 for Ella, 3 kills each for Cassidy Bristow, Brianna Hannikin, and Alora Dahl. So real good balance for the PRB Tigers. And Caitlin Riley did a lot from the service line, going 11 for 11 with 1 ace in that first set. Matt, it certainly wasn't the cleanest volleyball, but PRB again found a way to win.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach was talking about in earlier. There was some service errors and a couple other errors. And if you just get those tightened up, that score looks a lot different. But
So 25-20, PRB takes set 1, and Matt Thurston's on the call for set 2.
As we thank you, Devin. Matt Thurston, Blackduck Drakes are on our left. Bailey Nord will be serving left to right to the PRB girls.
Quick score update. Staples Motley beat Crosby Ironton in game 1 of their match tonight, 25-7.
And Nord gets a serve as it's received by PRB, and it is smacked back over by, and Marissa Mills gets it back over for Blackducks as the PRB girls will 1-2-3 get it back over. Savage sets it, and Marissa Mills will, that is not Marissa Mills, that's Henderson that gets a kill for Blackduck, 1-0.
It was out. PRB point.
PRB point. So that will send Dahl back to serve from the far side to the near side as it is bumped over by Marissa Mills. And Dahl will set it for Champ, who gets it over. And Marissa Mills will dribble it back over. Hannah Dahl will set it for Champ as Marissa Mills will bump it back over. PRB will get it a long shot, and that goes too far. Number 15 for the PRB girls as it burns.
Yeah, she had a number switch somewhere along the line because she was number 21 on our roster. So now we know.
Hannah Dahl with an ace.
Nope, that was an error in the net.
Error in the net. Laura Dahl. So that will give service to Hannah Anderson. Deep in the middle. She will put it deep in the middle as Worstow tries to kill it twice. And Marissa Mills will free wall it over to PRB. Dahl will set it. And Bristol tried to kill it. Marissa gets it over for Blackducks as Burns will once again try to kill it but go long. So that will make the score 2-2 here in the second set. Set 1 went to PRB 25-20. Hannah Anderson getting ready for service. As Riley receives it, Dahl sets it, and Barstow tries to kill it, and Marissa Mills blocks it and keeps it in the net. So that will be a point for Blackducks. That will allow Hannah Anderson, Kenley Anderson, to go ahead and serve. As it'll be received by PRB, set by Dahl, and Burns coming from the back line smashes it into the net. So 4-2 Blackducks over PRB here in set 2. Matt Thurston alongside Devin Kruger here in Pine River. As Dahl will use the net to get it over. Forgive me, Anderson serves. Dahl will set it and get it back over. Marissa Mills bumps it over and it gets a kill. It falls as Burns, the near side hitter, was just out of position. So Kenley Anderson will get another serve here, 5-2, and this will be her fourth serve in a row as we will take a moment for...
One of the assistant coaches noticed that somebody on the far side spilled a drink.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
So they took a timeout to get it cleaned up so that the players are safe if they need to run over that direction. So, hey, good heads up by the assistant coach. Yeah, 5-2 Blackduck here in set 3 or set 2. Of course, they had that early lead in set 1, and PRB was able to quickly rally and go on a nice run. I think this is one of those where we Matt, we haven't seen a lot of clean volleyball. There's been a lot of scrambling, and you see that sometimes when there's not a ton of kills in a set. But I think both of these teams, they're really struggling to find a good groove, I feel.
Yeah, like Coach Mystic said in the beginning, she lost some of her tough girls, but her back line is scrappy, and that's kind of the fight that the Blackduck girls have drugged PRB into. So this is really going their way.
Coaches will talk all day until they're blue in the face about serve, receive, and passing. If you don't have that good, clean first pass, it gets close to impossible to get that good set to the net so your hitters can really attack it. And both teams, PRB has done a better job, but still not a great job, getting the sets and getting the passes to the net.
Yeah, better but not great. That'll get us back to service. Kenley Anderson will serve from deep center into the net, so a net violation. That'll end her service time, but it will give Riley service time for PRB as she smacks it from the back line, and Gross will get it back over. Burns will set, Dahl will set it, and Bristol will try to kill it. Dahl will dig it, and Burns will try to kill it. It's received by the back line. Savage sets it, and Marissa, as the play is whistled dead as it's a two-hand touch on Blackduck. 5-4, Riley back to service again, second time in a row. Back line, is that Nord? Is that Bailey Nord is unable to handle it. Ties it up 5-5. That'll be an ace.
Second ace for Riley
Second
tonight.
ace. And this one goes long. So 6-5 Blackduck over PRB as Burmeister goes back to serve. Left to right. As Bristow receives it. Dahl sets it, and Bristow.
First kill this set, fourth of the match I have for Cassidy Bristow, who's heading back to serve.
She's doing well. Bristow back from service, middle, right to left. Sandoval will receive it. Savage sets it. Marissa Mills tries to kill it. It is received by Dahl, and Riley gets it back over. Savage sets it again in the middle as Gross pops it over high as the PRB girls are unable to recover. 7-6 Blackduck over the PRB Tigers here. We'll have a service switch for Nord comes out, and forgive me, Ashley Shamp comes in. That's not Ashley Shamp. As the Tigers will get a kill. 7-7.
Bucher's on the attack that time.
Marissa Mills checks out for the Blackducks. Kylie Mullen checks in. That will give service to the PRBs. Pine River-Backus. As Gross gets it over, Dahl receives it, sets it, and kills it. As the play is whistled dead, they're going to call Blackduck in the net.
So Alora will still get the kill on that. Sawyer will pick up the assist. Or correction, not Sawyer. That was Buchers that'll pick up the assist on that one.
Buchers in the middle there. As service error for number 15. We have Ariana Burns.
Already the sixth tie we have seen now here in the second set.
Gross back to set for Blackduck. Short as Buchers tried to set it and could not get back up. So that falls 9-8 Blackduck.
Correction, that was 5 ties, now 3 lead changes.
Gross gets it back a little longer. Dahl receives it, sets it, and it'll be a free ball by Riley. Savage sets it, and Kenley Anderson from the middle will get herself another kill. 10-8 here in Pine River.
3 straight for the Drakes.
3 straight for the Drakes, yes, as Gross comes back. As she will take a step with her service. Riley receives it, and it gets over. Savage bumps it, and Shamp bumps it back over. Savage sets it, and number 8 gets herself a kill.
Nope, it was out of bounds.
Oh, that was out of bounds. So that will give service to the Tigers. Kylie Moan. And that will send back Hannikin for service from the far side. She stands still, gets a good blast on it. Savage sends it back over in a free ball as Savage will get it back over. And PRB, PRB with an outstretch arm. A girl is able to get it back over. Savage sets it. Sandoval will boot it over. Goes long to Bristow. Number 10 gets it over. Dahl is able to get it over. And double hit by the Blackducks.
Yep, Ella Dahl with that tremendous one-handed save on the far side.
That is effort. That's good effort there.
Good awareness, too.
Very good awareness. So that will give service again back to Bristow. Savage sets it. Anderson gets it back over. As PRB will send it over. 1, 2, 3. Savage will set it for the middle for Anderson. Kenley Anderson gets herself another kill. Savage with the assist. And that sends back Savage for the service, but that'll give us a timeout first. Matt Thurston, Devin Kruger, 371 Radio. We'll be right back.
Station 371 in Pine River is your...
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Devin Kruger back here in Pine River as the Blackducks have traveled into town.
Blackduck Drakes
have traveled into town to lose set 1, 25-20. PRB is behind by 1 as Savage is back to serve. She's been the setter all night.
And now there was a quick time. I think there was a bug or a bee. No, I think it was a bug because it was Laura Dahl and Ella Dahl were kind of swatting at something.
Spider. Savage will get her serve during this set, and it goes long. So that will send back Buchner from the far side, right to left. She stands still and gets a serve. As Savage tries to tip it back over. Kenley Anderson will. As PRB's Bristow tries to get a kill and is denied by Kenley Anderson and Moen. So that will give a point. Right? They got that point?
Yeah, yes. It was in the net.
Okay.
The hit was in the net, I should say.
Okay. So Bailey Nord will go back for the Blackduck Drakes. And she sends it high and long. Riley receives it. Dahl sets it. And Anderson blocks it. Received by the back line for the Drakes. Savage sets it. Marissa Mills tries to kill it on the far side. And Henley Anderson kind of just intimidates the PRB at the line or at the net, and they are unable to get it back over. So score, Blackduck Drakes, 13-11. Bailey Nord with her second serve. Riley will receive it as Dahl tries to kill it, and she will get it through Henley Anderson and Marissa Mills' defense at the line. So service goes to the Pine River-Backus Tigers as Dahl will stand back far side. A running serve, and she will get herself an ace as Bailey Nord tries to dive. So
First
Dahl,
ace for Laura tonight.
So Laura Dahl back with that running start. And a blast received by Nord. Savage sets it. Marissa Mill kills it. And that will give us a score of 13-14. Blackduck Drakes send it back Henley Anderson. She will boot it long. It is received. Dahl sets it. And as that, Bristol gets herself another kill on the night. As Hennigan will come back in for Champ.
9 ties in the second set already.
14-14. Riley will get herself a serve. Marissa Mills will not be able to handle it. That will be an ace for Riley.
for the last 5 to Pine River-Backus, leading now 15-14. Fourth lead change.
As Riley serves it, Sandoval gets it, and Gross gets it over. And Riley just has to free wall it. Sandoval will get it over, and Marissa just bumps it back over. That's Marissa Mills. And Bristol tries to come up the middle, and Gross says no. She just said no. So Gross will get herself a block.
No, the block, it went out of bounds off of
it went
Gross.
out of bounds. Great play. So that will give Riley another serve as Sandoval will receive it, and it goes long, and Savage can't set it correctly for a friend. So she will give up another service. So Riley serving long. Sandoval smart enough to watch that one go by. So 17-15, Blackduck Drakes up over the Pine River-Backus Tigers, who took set 1, 25-20. Riley receives it, Dahl will set it, and Bristol will kill it. So that will make the score Tigers 18, Pine River-Backus 15. And Bristol will go back to serve, as she only needs 2 steps to serve. Cassidy.
And Savage set it across the net, but out of bounds.
And Coach Lonnie Mystic will take a timeout, and so that we will as well here on the radio. Matt Thurston and Devin Kruger will be right back.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join
Matt Thurston alongside Devin Kruger here. We are in set 2. Blackduck Drakes 19, PRB.
Well, flip that. PRB is up 19-15.
PRB is up 19. The guests, Blackduck, have 15 points. PRB also took set 1, 25-20.
Right, and I think that's one of those things. You have two teams that are kind of struggling to find rhythm tonight. For Pine River-Backus, I do think it would be a nice key. It wouldn't be crucial, but for them to go up 2-0.
Exactly, that would be nice. Bristol will get a set. She will set from the near side, which is a little odd since all the girls have been serving from the far side. And Euchre will get herself a kill for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, 21-15.
I think it's always key sometimes. You're late in the set. Blackduck takes a timeout trying to stop momentum. You get a nice set by Hannikin and a Bucher's kill. Keep the momentum on the Tigers side.
Bristol will again serve as Sandoval will get it over. Dahl will pass it to her friend. Number 9 gets a kill. Kaiser.
That was out. Megan Irish. But it was out on the far side.
Megan Irish hits it long. So that will give service to Marissa Mills for Blackduck. And she will serve it long. And Dahl will set it. Bristol will try to kill it. And the Blackduck will get it back over. So Riley, Dahl, Bristol, long. So 2017 PRB over Blackducks, or the Drakes, 2017. Marissa Mills will serve. It is received by PRB. Dahl and Riley will get it over. Savage will set it for the Ducks as Mullen tries to get it over. She will. And Megan Irish double hits it into the net. 2018 Pine River-Backus over the Drakes. Marissa Mills gets another serve. Dahl will set it for Bristol. The back line will receive it. Marissa will try to bump it forward. Is unsuccessful. She bumps it out of bounds. Pine River-Backus.
That stops 3 straight for Blackduck. Big point for PRB.
Very big point as Bristol will serve it.
Oh, that's Irish for the first
That's
time.
Irish
and
for
an
the
ace.
first time with an ace. Megan Irish with an ace, serving from the near side. She will get a second serve as it goes long. Sandoval receives it. Savage sets it. Gross tries to kill it, and it goes off of, and she will get a kill as a PRB girl was unable to keep it in. Ellendahl checks in. Brewmeister, Gross with a serve. Long. As Bucher gets a kill as she takes a serve from her friend Hannikin, and that will also give Hannikin a serve. 23-19 here in set 2. Matt Thurston alongside Devin Kruger. Set 1 went to PRB 25-20. Bristol will get a set. The back line will receive it. The Savage will set it for Anderson as she once gets it. Denied, gets it back over again. Bucher will go long for PRB, giving a point to the Drakes. 23-20. Back goes Savage for service as she will be on the far side. And it is hit. Riley receives it. Ellen Dahl receives it. And now we have in the net. Oh, we have double hit from the Drakes. So that will give the point to the PRB Tigers as they will have set point here. 24-20 here in second set. Bucher back to serve. And she's flat-footed. And ace as the Drakes did not move. And that will take set 2, 25-20, as we will take a break. Matt Thurston, Devin Kruger will be right back.
Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues. Men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget moonlight bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River-Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. Making connections with families.
As we take a look at set 2, as Pine River-Backus is now going for the sweep, 25-20, 25-20. In that second set, the Tigers did have 4 more service errors, but they're also able to collect 4 aces, which is a little bit better for sure when you're looking at some of those struggles from the service line. I thought Pine River-Backus offense, it was a little, it's a little back and forth. You look at set 2, it featured 9 ties, 4 lead changes. The key moment, I think Blackduck was up 13-11. Pine River-Backus went on a 9-2 run, got that lead, got to that 20-point plateau, put the pressure on the Drakes. They didn't fold, but Pine River-Backus with that cushion was able to just keep them at bay enough to close out set 2.
Absolutely. Drakes are happy to scrap, and PBR is doing good but trading off some, but they're staying ahead. Great game. Thank you, Devin. Here in the third set, that's going to give Hannah Dahl the service right to left, and she boots it from the far side, and Bailey Nord will receive it. Sandoval will set it. Marissa Mills will get it over. Dahl will get it over, and Champ gets herself a kill. So that will lead off the first point here in set 3, as set 1 and 2 went 25-20 PRB's way.
I think for PRB, you'd love to get off to a fast start here.
That would be ideal. And Dahl is serving, and that is a good start as Drakes are able to get it over. 1, 2, 3. Savage will set it again to Marissa Mills, who blasts it through Champ and Bristow. So 1-1 here in set 3, and Kenley Anderson goes back for service. And she will be in the middle of the court, left to right, stands flat-footed, and Riley unable to handle it. Kenley Anderson gets herself an ace. 2-1 here in. Do you want to do a station ID, Devin?
Oh, yeah, we have to. You're listening to KLKS, Pequot Lakes, Jenkins, Breezy Point. Thank you.
Thank you. Anderson serves it. Riley receives it. Dahl sets it, and number 9 kills it for Pine River-Backus. And that will give Riley, that is Megan Irish. Megan Irish with another kill. She is doing well this evening, as Riley will get an ace, as the Blackducks thought it was going to go out, and it just stayed in. 3-2 here in set 3. PRB Tigers.
Oh, sorry, Matt, my bad. I think that's a 4th ace for Riley tonight now.
Yes, sir. And Blackducks in system will just get it over. 1, 2, 3. Bristol tries to smack it, and Marissa Mills will set it for no one, and a little miscommunication for the Drakes.
And we've seen that from both teams a couple of times, where there's a hit and then just nobody's taking charge to go get it.
Yeah, PRB's bouncing back from those miscommunications faster than the Drakes are. As Riley will get the serve. It is received by the Drakes, and Bristow kills it for the PRB Tigers, making it 5-2.
4 in a row for PRB.
4 in a row, as Riley will again set from the far side. Marissa Mills will receive it. Savage will pass it, and Gross will smack her into the net. 6-2, Pine River-Backus over the Blackduck Drakes. 5th set for Riley. Marissa Mills receives it. Sandoval passes it, and Gross gets it over, as Megan Irish comes from the front line and smacks her and gets herself a kill. That will make 5 services in a row, and that, nope.
6-0 run.
6-0 run. We will take a timeout, as Coach Mystic has taken a timeout as well. Matt Thurston, Devin Kruger will be right back.
Becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
As we have ventured up north to Pine River to watch the Black Ducks come to town and be hosted by Pine River-Backus Tigers here on Volleyball Night. Set 1 and 2, 25-20 both, as Riley will get ready to serve here. 7-2, and she serves it into the net. 7-3 now. And that will give Burmeister, as she will serve for the near side from the Drakes. And it is received by number 20, and it goes long for Pine River-Backus.
Ace serve for Burmeister, her first, already 2 aces for Blackduck here in this third set.
There are some bright spots on this night. Burmeister again, Riley receives it. Dahl will set it, and Hannikin comes from the middle and gets herself a kill. 8-4 Pine River-Backus, as we will have some switches. And now number 13 for the Pine River-Backus, Abigail Gilbert. She played on the JV earlier. She now checks in, and she will be serving from the middle. Number 13, Abigail Gilbert.
Yeah, first time I've seen her in a varsity match this year.
And she will get her first serve. It is received. Savage will set it. Marissa Mills will try to kill it. And it goes off of Allura Dahl's outstretched hand. 8-5.
Mills definitely the big hitter for Blackduck. They set her and Gross a lot. For Mills, I have that as her 7th kill this evening.
Gilbert checks out. Bristow checks in for the back line. Marissa Mills for service for the Ducks. Left to right. She will get a smack on from the flat foot. Received. Dahl will set it. Bristow will try to kill it. Savage sets it on the other side, and Bailey Nord could not. Oh, forgive me. Kylie Moen hits it
wide.
long, pushes it wide. So that will give PRB a service. Black Ducks receive it. 1, 2, 3, get it back over. PRB receives it. Dahl sets it, and Hannikin gets herself another kill as Gross and Moen could not block. 10-5 here in set 3 as Bristow will serve from the near side. That's Megan Irish serving from the back line. Megan Irish again passes it to Dahl. Dahl passes it to Hannikin, who gets herself a kill. That'll make it 11-5 here in the third set.
Much better groove these last few points for Pine River-Backus' offense.
Very much, and like I said earlier, they're a little quicker to get back into that groove. As Megan Irish serves it long. 11-6 here in the set 3. PRB Tigers over the Blackduck Drakes, and that sends Gross back for a service. She will boot it from the middle, and she will go long as Riley will watch it go by, Matrix style. So
Kaylee
12.
Johnson in for the first time for the Tigers as well. So a couple of B squatters getting some time here in this third set with the Tigers up 2-0.
Yeah, get the game time in while you can. Hannah Dahl will set it as Bucher will get it over. Black Ducks are talking about it before it gets over. Hannah Dahl coming on strong as Savage gets it back over for the Ducks. Number 4 will set it into, and that will be a point for the Black Ducks. 12-7.
Kaylee Johnson, who's the B squad setter for Pine River-Backus, getting some time here on the floor as the varsity setter, as it looks like they had another B that they just swatted in the court. Somebody close the door.
There's a hive somewhere. Savage gets herself a set long as Megan Irish gets it over. Forgive me, that's Champ. Riley will bump it up. Buchner will try to kill it. Savage runs in and gets herself a pass over. And Allura Dahl bumps it over. Savage sets it. And Moen gets it over. Dahl gets it back over. And Savage tries to pass it to her friend Moen, and she cannot. So that will make it 13-7. Pine River-Backus here in set 3, 13-7 over the Black Ducks. The Drakes.
Tigers up 2-0, looking for the sweep.
Looking for a sweep. Savage will just get it over on the second bump. And that will give Bristow a kill off of Kaylee Johnson's assist. So Bucher will go back one more time. 14-7 here in set 3.
This is what PRB wants to do, is start distancing yourself.
Yeah, and this is the time to do it, as Savage will just bump it back over. Riley will receive it. And Johnson will set it. Dahl gets it over. Bristow receives it. And Dahl tries to kill it, stays over here, and it's a point for the Blackducks. As 14-8 here in set 3, set 1, set 2, identical 25-20 score for Pine River-Backus. As Bailey Nord will go back for the Drakes to serve. She takes a step as Riley will receive it. Dahl will get it not over the net as it's blocked by Hennigan and Marissa Mills on the far side. They're quite a duo over there. Not as effective as they have, as many opportunities as they've had. Bristow gets it over. The back line will receive it. And Anderson will just get it over. As Kaylee Johnson sets it. And the Blackducks let it fall. 15-9 here in the third set. Matt Thurston alongside Devin Kruger as we are calling the game from Pine River-Backus. As Allura Dahl goes back from the far side to set it. With her running and jumping, she gets it over. Savage sets it. And the Blackducks are playing volleyball with the net.
Yeah, that was, I mean, they did a lot just to keep that ball alive on 3 hits, but that close to the net, hard to pop it over.
A lot of effort for nothing. 16-9 here in the third set. Allura Dahl running and blasting as Blackduck out of system cannot get it over on 3 hits. So Allura Dahl goes back for her third service. Far side.
Same situation. PRB looked like they were going to start pulling away, and Blackduck had a couple of points. Now PRB's getting on a roll.
Service ace, Dahl. As she will go back for number 4 here. 18-9 here in set 3. The Blackducks are now starting to chatter among themselves, hopefully trying to get a regroup. Dahl running, jumping, serving. Sandoval receives it, and Bristol, as it Sandoval sent it a little too long, and Bristol said thank you, and she's
called for
in the net.
Yep.
Amazing
she knew.
Play just taken away.
Yeah, it was a free ball. Her eyes got big, but her follow through definitely into the net.
Yeah. As Anderson will serve it. PRB gets it back over. Marissa Mills gets it over. And Riley can't handle it, so that's going to be a kill, Marissa Mills. She has been a bit of a bright spot there on the far side as they are behind 18-11. They are serving as Kinley Anderson. Second service. Long. And Megan Irish will get herself another kill.
Nice roll shot there, just over the blockers.
That's finesse. That is finesse. We'll make it 19-11 here in set 3. Riley back for service, takes a bunt, takes a step and smashes her right into the net. So service error, Riley will make it 19-12. Drake's Burmeister goes back near side, boots it to the far side. Riley will receive it and get it over, and Megan Irish unable to bump it far enough over. 19-13 here in set 3. Pine River-Backus hosting the Blackduck Drakes as Burmeister serves. Riley receives it. Dahl sets it. And Bristol tries to kill it. Is unable to. Riley receives it, sends it far. And Megan Irish here on the near side will just tip it over the front line and get herself another point, as that will make it 20-13 here in set 3. Set 1 and 2 went 25-20 PRB's way, and that sends Bristol back to serve. And she does. Back line receives it, and Sandoval sends it too far forward on the pass to the out of bounds. 21-13 here in set 3. Mathers and Devin Kruger.
Sandoval knew she had to get quite a bit on that bump set to get it to the hitter, but put too much on it as new player Hannah-Lynn Haberly in for the first time for Blackduck.
And an ace by Bristol in the middle. She serves from the middle and then served it to the far side just short.
Yeah, I was picking on the new girl. Haberly went right after her.
Right after. She tries it again, but Sandoval steps up. Dahl sets it, and Barstow tries to kill it. Forgive me. That's Hannikin. Gross gets it over in 2, and that's a point as it was double hit by the Black Ducks Drakes. 23-13. And that will send back Bristow. Middle to the far side. Riley receives it. Buchner will rise and into the net. 23-14 here in set 3. Sets 1 and 2 went 25-20 and 25-20. 23-14 here in the third set as Marissa Mills serves it. And Pine River-Backus in system will get a kill. Number 6, Bucher. And that will bring a few changes.
Sage Kaiser just checked in for Blackduck for the first time. Coming in for PRB for the first time, Callie Norman, a sophomore.
And back to serve for the PRB. They will serve is Megan Irish. And it goes long. 24-15, match point. The match point as the PBR Tigers are looking to sweep. Gross serves for the Ducks. Short. Dahl has to dig it. Riley has to free ball it over. Gross sets, bounces it. And Anderson hits it back over. Dahl, Moan. And the Black Ducks are able to get a block. 24-16, they stay alive.
Yeah, you don't want to let them get too much momentum here, even though you only need 1 point to end it.
Exactly. Gross back to set in the middle, left to right. Matt Thurston alongside Devin Kruger. Thank you, folks, for having us. Riley will bump it back. Buchner will send it long. Send it wide, I should say. 24-17.
Match point 4 now for PRB.
Match point number 4. Gross. 1-2 step. Gets a boot. Dahl receives it. Bristol gets it over. Savage will set it. Hannah Anderson from the middle will bump it over. The sophomore will, from the far side, will help her team bump it over. PRB as, forgive me, PRB bumps it back over. The Black Ducks are unable to communicate, and that will be the end of the game. 25-17 here in set 3.
Callie
the pep
Johnson.
band
Nice setter dump by Callie Johnson to end it.
Callie Johnson, the hero there, as the pep band gets going. Thank you. We'll be right back with a post-game and stats and analysis. Matt Thurston, Devin Cruz.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Clean house. They were out using the brooms. 25-20, 25-20, 25-17. Devin, what did the stats look like?
I'm still compiling them, but we can give those to you. You know, the first two sets, Pine River-Backus able to, finish fairly strong to close things out. And then in the third set, I liked how PRB, they got out front early, 7-2. Blackduck did a nice job, stayed resilient, cut it to 8-5. Pine River-Backus able to extend that lead again, eventually led by 9 at 18-9. Blackduck again, they were able to cut it down to 6 at 19-13. Pine River-Backus, I thought, a good in that third set. Each time you thought Blackduck might grab a little momentum, I thought the Tigers did a nice job of staying composed, getting a point, getting that momentum right back on their side, and then closing the deal tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, Blackducks definitely wanted to make this a brawl rather than a technical fight, and they did that. However, they just were not able to brawl enough. PRB does well. They even when they were out of system, they got right back into the system. It only took them a couple plays. Like you said, they'd get ahead and then let them in, and then get ahead again.
That's right. And Pine River-Backus, they're always very aggressive from that service line. Again, I think Coach Hershey will say again, too many errors, but they were able to notch some aces. At the end of the day, they find a way to win. It's one of those. It wasn't the cleanest, wasn't the prettiest, but you're still improving. You got to find that rhythm. They get the win. The Tigers now have won their 10th of the year. They go to 10-4 overall, 3-0 in the Northland Conference. They dropped Blackduck to 6-7 and 1-2 in the Northland Conference play. And sometimes, you'll take wins as long as you continue to learn from them. That's kind of the key thing, I think, Matt, is that, you can't win and just be complacent saying, well, we can play poorly and move on, because that doesn't help for the end goal. And that's something that, as we've gotten to know Coach Hershey, and you will get to know Coach Hershey, is he really, the results for the games, even though it's a halfway point, the result does not matter to him. It's how do you play. He's not going to be thrilled with how they played, even though they do get the win. Hopefully, as we talk to him, we'll see if he saw some of the improvements that he's looking for from this team as they try to get the gelling, try to get that cohesiveness, try to get the consistent play on the floor that they're going to need when we get to the latter part of the season.
Absolutely. When he was talking earlier about that, I watched that Cass Lake game, and, it was a sweep there, it's a sweep here, but you say it's how they play, it's not the result. And, we saw them get out of system, a couple of times, and it took them a few points to get back in. But, we're mid-season. There's, this isn't football. We're going to have multiple games here. The volleyball girls, they play a couple times
There's a few more to work on.
There's a tournament or two left. We can work on it. And so I think for him, for Coach Hershey, it's again just getting his leaders to start leading, and maybe we could see them stay in system a little longer. But you're in the Blackducks. You're fighting a Drake. claw, screen, kick, everything, and they did everything. They threw everything but the kitchen sink out there. And I don't want to say that's what they could do, but that's what they did. And, you know, it's like holding down a little brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is sometimes. So PRB is going to get the win. We're going to take a break. We've got our post-game awards. We'll get some numbers thrown out when we get a chance, but we've got the gals waiting. We'll do our post-game award winners when we come back as PRB gets the sweep tonight, 3-0 over Blackduck on KLKS and YourLiveEvent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
We welcome you back here on KLKS and on YourLiveEvent.com as River-Backus gets the sweep tonight, 3-0 over Blackduck. Joining us first for our postgame interviews is our big deal of the game, Brianna Hannikin, brought to us by a host of area businesses. Brianna, home game, a 3-0 win on Tuesday, a 3-0 win tonight. Do you feel that some of these things that you're working on are coming together for this Tigers team?
Yeah, they really are. We're working on our consistency, and we're getting better at doing that as a team. Hershey has this routine for us every single day. We do it. We just try and get better every single day and work at that, and I think it's showed so far.
When you're up 2-0, and when you look at the success that this team and the program has had, you being one of the senior leaders on this club, when you're up 2-0, is it the same mindset every game? Like, what do you go into that third set wanting to accomplish, especially early, just to try to do you try to make sure you can close it out fast?
Yeah, so we try and start off strong at every single set. I feel like once you start off strong, it kind of takes over from there. And we try to work on stuff all the time, and so we tried running more plays tonight, and I think that really worked out well.
One thing that I certainly noticed, and of course, the three ladies that we're going to be talking to, you're all hitters, and this is a team that I see some great balance, and it seems like that is one of the things that's growing with this team. How do you guys work on the communication to try to make sure you can bring a balanced attack and keep the opposition off guard?
Yeah, so as a team, we always say communication is key, and being loud is key with that. And so as a team, we're all loud, and I think you're right. We have a lot of bench players that can just come right in and just play their hardest, and we can trust them after so many hours together.
10th win of the year. You're kind of at the halfway point. It's fun to see things continue to come together. Congratulations on a great win tonight.
Thank you.
Brianna Hannikin is our big deal of the game, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk to another award winner as we get River-Backus the sweep tonight, 3-0 over Blackduck here on KLKS and on YourLiveEvent.com.
This year, great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. Making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
Final. As joining us now is our Pine River Family Market star of the game, brought to you by Pine River Family Market. And junior Cassie Bristow is going to get the nod for tonight. Cassie, when you're looking at a match like this, Blackduck is a team that the Tigers have had some success against, but they're a good club and they bring some battles. What were some of the key things that you and Coach Hershey talked about of what you wanted to accomplish tonight?
Well, we just needed to stay focused. Even if we're in a rough patch, we have to continue to play our game and just do the best we can, play together.
You, of course, from the service line, I want to go to that tonight because I know that the service arrows, you guys are a very aggressive serving team. And coaches always have some different philosophies on how aggressive they want you to be and what they will take in terms of errors versus the chance for aces. Talk about, what is that philosophy for your group, and what are you looking to do at that service line?
We're supposed to serve aggressive, try to make it in the box and make our spots. Yeah.
How much is it from Coach Hershey's standpoint when he's relaying it to you ladies? How much is it more of keeping the offense off kilter, not necessarily just getting aces?
It's quite a bit because it really pays off when you can serve it and get a free ball back and then run a quick play. So it's fun.
That's a great point because sometimes when it's fairly rare that you get a free ball just passed back over. So when you do, is it one of those where everybody's eyes light up on the PRB side, like, all right, we got this perfectly set up, let's run our quick set?
Absolutely. It's exciting when we know that we get that, and then we get a good pass, and then hopefully can finish it.
So again, looking at the halfway point, Cassie, how do you feel this team is coming together, and what do you want to take moving forward to make this another fantastic season of PRB volleyball?
I think coming from the beginning that we're definitely improving a lot. We're making less errors, and we're starting to have more fun as a team and we're working better together.
Well, it's a lot of fun to watch, especially when you can put together another win on the home floor. Cassie is our star of the game. Congratulations, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you.
That's Cassie Bristow, our Pine River Family Market star of the game. And now we're going to talk to our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. We'll bring her right in, and that is Megan Irish. Megan, congratulations on a nice game tonight.
Thank you.
Looking at the different roles on this team, and I know Coach Hershey has talked to us about you're still kind of trying to find the right rotations, the right rhythms. Take us through your role kind of right now, how it's grown, and then when you do get your opportunities, how you try to make sure you take advantage of them.
The biggest thing is you just need to bring the energy, whether you're on the bench or you're on the court. And when you get on that court, you need to just put in your all. You got to do the best you can, and if you mess up, you just shake that off, and it's next play.
Blackduck is a team that when you looked at it, I know they were missing one of their taller girls, but for your team, you don't overpower somebody with a lot of height on this team. The Tigers don't have a ton of height. When you're going up a team like Blackduck where it's kind of, you actually have a height advantage, is that something that you recognize and you kind of look at, okay, where can we take advantage where we do have some taller ladies at the net?
We realize that we have height advantages, but we're not going to solely base whatever we have off of that. We have some shorties on our team, and they can kill it just as much as the tall girls.
Oh, that's real good. Let's talk defense from the back row standpoint, because you had some of those opportunities, of course, in the back row, and you guys have a lot of substitutions. There's a lot of in and outs. How key? Talk about the communication in the back row. How key is it? What do you guys talk before every serve, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page?
Yep, you talk every single play before the serve. You're going to call your seam. You're going to make sure the girls, they know that we have their back. And if you shank it, if it goes in between the seam, you just shake it off. You got next one, and I got your back.
You guys have your next game. You get a great challenge with a 4A school in Bemidji. Of course, they're one of the few big towns across. How exciting is it, being that you get a chance to take on a much bigger school and maybe one of those types of games where you can prove what you're made out of?
Well, it's very exciting. It's a big school, so it's a chance to show what we have, and it's just, we get practice. Even if it's a big school, people say it's a big school. We just gotta work our best and do whatever we can.
Well, good luck against Bemidji. Congratulations on a really good night tonight, Megan,
Thank you.
and congrats on your award.
Thank you.
That's Megan Irish, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game for the PRB Tigers. They get the victory 3-0 over the Blackduck Drakes. We'll take a break. More on the postgame recap right after this on KOKS Talk 100 from the Cub Foods, Brainerd and Baxter Studios and on yourliveevent.com.
Are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
We welcome you back, Devin Kruger, Matt Thurston. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. 3-0 win for the PRB Tigers. We're going to get Josh Hershey up here momentarily, but as he's making his way up, let's go through a couple of the numbers. Serving-wise, I talked to the ladies about the aggressive serving. I have PRB at 83% serving, 59 out of 71. They did have 8 aces. So, again, it's that contrast. Coaches are always looking for – they'd love it 1-to-1 or more, 2-to-1 in terms of aces versus errors. But it seems like that's still one of the things that they're working on.
Yeah, even if they, the whole game changes if half of those errors became aces or even just points.
So the Tigers had 8 aces on night. I had them for 1 block. Cassie Bristow I had for 9 kills. Brianna Hannikin 9 kills. Laura Dahl 6 kills and 23 assists. Mimi Buchers with 5 kills. Megan Irish with 4. Ashley Champ with 3. So again, the Tigers they spread the ball around, and we'll talk to Coach Hershey about some of the philosophy on that because I have kind of an idea. They're looking for certain spots and rotations, but really spread the ball around. Ella Dahl had 6 assists. And the Tigers, I thought I really like seeing teams that spread the ball around, whether you're trying to find certain things or just help some ladies improve. I mean, that makes you so much more of a dangerous team the less the opposition knows where that ball's going.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that Megan Irish did make the all-starness, and she only had 4 points, but those were 4 points at big key moments, and that's what really helped this team.
So PRB gets the win 3-0. Let's get Coach Hershey in here and chat with him after tonight's win. Come on in here, Coach. We'll make sure we turn that down a little bit. Coach, it was another 3-game sweep with Blackduck in town. Just your initial thoughts on how things played out tonight as the Tigers get their 10th win of the year.
I guess we did enough, It wasn't pretty by any means, But the kids are trying hard, so there's no fault in their effort. We're struggling in certain areas, and we're going to keep working at it until hopefully we get it right.
Well, and that's just it. And we talked in the pregame about it being the halfway point of the season, and we know that there's some of those things that you'd rather not have to work on, that you'd like to focus on other things. But it is kind of like you're at where you're at right now, and you're talking about ladies step up. With all the changes, all the substitutions, all the opportunities in the front row, is that all part of continuing to try to just find what mix is going to be the best going forward?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, tonight we were searching a little bit. Some of the kids really struggle, and as hard as the kids all practice, I feel like other kids deserve a chance when we are struggling. And so, they know. I mean, I don't want to have a quick hook and have them worried about, hey, I make a mistake, I'm out. No, but but at the same time, if you're struggling, hopefully one of our strengths is our depth. And so, we're going to give other people a shot.
And, with the service line, Blackduck, they had a lot of trouble getting into system 2. And, with your serving, it's always that trade-off, right? Like, you don't want more errors than aces, but part of it is how much can you keep their offense off balance. I did feel that was done fairly well of when the serves were in. Blackduck really didn't have much for good sets and then passes to the net.
Yeah, no, I agree, But we can't have the number of misses that we had tonight either. I don't know. I didn't see the final serve stats down there, but, it's a fine line. If we thought we could win a section championship just putting every ball in, then I'd let them, but we can't. Some of our arch rivals have big-time hitters up front, and if you let them be an offense, we can't stop them consistently. And so we have to find a way to put pressure in the serve game, but at the same time, we can't have as many misses as we're having. And some of it's mental stuff. You can't make the court the smallest number of feet it is by serving dead straight ahead, things like that. There was a rotation tonight. We were in safe serve, missed, things like that need to be fixed.
Do you have any questions for him, Matt?
No, Coach, just congratulations and keep going on the campaign.
Hey, thank you.
Bemidji's next for a school, a great challenge to have, and we know that you will take any and all matches to make your team better. What will be some of those focal points as you try to improve, and what do you want to accomplish going up against a really solid Bemidji squad?
Well, hopefully, we'll just go up there and play well. I want them to focus on just going. Things we're working on at practice, especially offensively, just go. Just go. Screw it. I keep telling them, just go screw up. It's fine. Let's just go. Everybody's counted us out anyway. So let's just go screw things up for the next month, and let's see where that takes us, So that's really all I'm looking for. Our girls have always been pretty good in this program about not worried about how big a school is or who they are,
right.
For the most part, who they are. This summer, we played everybody you could play. The who's who of the volleyball world, we played. So I don't think we'll be too caught up in it's a big school and all that. Now, at the same time, we know they got a good team, and it's going to be a great challenge. But that's part of why kids in our school want to be part of the program is for games like that. And so, hopefully we have a good showing up there and just have fun, grind. That's fun, so.
Well, go have that fun. Go grind it out, Coach. We'll see you again soon. Congratulations on their win tonight.
All right, thank you.
Josh Hershey, head coach for the PRB Tigers after the 3-0 sweep over Blackduck. We'll take one more break. We'll wrap things up with a look at the scoreboard and what's coming up tomorrow night for Football Friday as we come back on KLKS and YourLiveEvent.com.
The Minnesota State High School League.
And Bates at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with number 1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Situation is here.
And we welcome you back to Pine River-Backus. Devin Kruger and Matt Thurston here with you as we take a look at just a few of the area scores. We had 2 other broadcasts on the airwaves tonight. Staples Motley got a 3-0 sweep over Crosby Ironton on Skeeter 101.5. I think they must have started kind of late because Pillager is at Verndale, and I've only got 2 sets for score updates, and it's 10-9. Poor Noah's going to have a short night before the morning show tomorrow. But it was 1-1. Verndale, who defeated Pine River-Backus here at this floor 3-2. Verndale took set 1. Pillager grabbed set 2, so they are in the third, tied at 1. You can catch that one if you flip over to Cash 95.9. I saw one other score. Park Rapids got a 3-game sweep win over Aiken. And let's see, it looks like that is about all I've got for scores from our area. We'll have a full rundown of the scores tomorrow morning on the Sports Report on KLKS Talk 100. Of course, you can listen to some of our music stations 24/7 at rjbroadcasting.com. We've got a great slate of football for you tomorrow night. The premier game number 5 Pequot Lakes at number 3 Esco on KOKS Talk 100. We will also have Aiken at Hinckley Finlayson on KKI and AM The Gobbler. Crosby Ironton at Rush City on Skeeter 101.5. And Pillager celebrates homecoming, hosting Staples Motley on Cash 95.9. All of those slated for a pregame show at 6:30. To check out our upcoming broadcast schedule for the video stream on yourliveevent.com, that's exactly where you can go, yourliveevent.com. And on the radio side, you can check out the upcoming schedule at rjbroadcasting.com. Matt, 3-0 sweep for PRB tonight as you got your feet deeper and deeper into the play-by-play. Thanks for coming and joining for some Northland Conference volleyball tonight.
Thank you, and the rest of Talk FM 100 for having me in their car or at their dinner table, wherever you may be. Thank you for allowing me to be in your space.
Absolutely. Our final score again tonight at Pine River-Backus, as the broadcast was also brought to you by Plumbing Etc. of Pine River and Trustworthy Components in Pine River. We thank them along with all of our sponsors for helping us bring you PRB Tiger Sports tonight. Final score, Pine River-Backus 3, Blackduck 0, as the Tigers win their 10th of the year. For all of us at R&J Broadcasting Incorporated and yourliveevent.com, thank you for joining us, and have yourself a great Thursday night heading into the final full day of summer tomorrow. I'm Devin Kruger. Let's do this again.
This has been a local sports presentation on